The deals are here. What are the best deals for miners right now? Talking holiday season, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, freaking New Year's deals. Oh, hello, here's a computer device that earns passive income, that turns electricity into money. I've been scavenging for the best deals. We're gonna look at the profitability. We're gonna run the numbers. Hey, I'm Vosk, you're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Mining is ultra profitable right now across the board, especially for Doge mining. We talked a lot about that recently. Check out those other videos for even more details. We will, of course, talk about some Doge mining today. Before we run through all these profitable miners and the best deals, there's also a Black Friday deal from a Revolution of Mining. So use our link and our code in the video description below if you want to support the channel and get their best discount. But let's run through quick crash course category, right, on the most profitable miners. We just look at like on from mining profitability calculators here, right? And then we'll look at those prices and then we'll look at the deals and kind of go from there, right? Top 5 miners, Doge mining, right? Merge mining, Litecoin, and Bells there. AL1 mines Alf, the Bombax miners, and this new Zwan miner. All 3 of those mining Ethereum Classic, ETC, merge mining ZIL, which is still being mined, which is very good for the time being, especially at least for miners. Another Doge miner, Bitcoin miner, another Doge miner, another Doge miner, and finally a souped up Bitcoin miner, and then a few more Bitcoin miners down there. So you've got to go pretty far down the list to see kaspa, which is surprising because over the last year, kaspa has been the most profitable coin to mine. Right. Everything we're going to be looking at here today are ASIC miners, application-specific integrated circuit miners, purpose-built machines. These are custom computers that normally only mine one mining algorithm, right? And we see that reflected by these coins I'm referencing. IB-Link BMS3, this earns more than it burns, something we have deployed on our mining farm. It's in a very good miner and kind of in a category of its own. It is so relieving to see the KA3s profitable. Again, these are Cadena miners, and let me just tell you that mining Cadena has not been a good experience over the last year or two. However, I've been mining and holding all of my coins. This cryptocurrency is up 107% in the last 30 days. So we've essentially doubled the mining profitability on that. So if this mines like, $6-7 a day, and it costs like $6-7 a day to run, you're not making anything. You're treading water. But if you double that, completely different scenario. Looking at emission on cryptocurrencies, right? The new coins that are being put out here, Chia has pumped, so that's very good to see. I am hard drive mining. I've been hard drive mining. I've continued to hard drive mine. It's been one of my worst mining endeavors. The only mining endeavor I've had that's worse than Chia mining is FPGA mining, kind of as a whole or a category there. And Chia is essentially hard drive mining. I don't know why my Twitter's not working right now, my ex, but anyway, I'm logged out. But the point is, who doesn't like free stuff? We're teaming up with Coin Mining Central to give away at least 6 miners and a bunch of BTC and Doge. So that's a pretty exciting opportunity and collaboration here. It's free to participate. And we've got the best in class coupon code VoskCoin to save some coin. They're a miner reseller. They've also started distributing fog hashing immersion hardware, which is pretty cool. I checked with fog hashing about them doing a Black Friday deal. And after that, they said, okay, we'll do a Black Friday deal. And they have a coupon code that they put at the top. It's Black Friday, get 5% off. But they updated our coupon code VoskCoin to get you that same deal. So if you found out about it here, support the channel and please use our code VoskCoin. If you don't know about their stuff, it's immersion mining units, plug and play. We've got tutorial videos on their C2. They're now no longer in production, B6D. And their stuff is nice and it works well. And it's been a great way to go ahead and expand our mining farm. Another mining reseller that we work with is ASIC Marketplace. They have some Black Friday deals. In particular, they upgraded our coupon code to VoskBF to get $150 off all their miners. But the big question here, right, is what miners do we really want? What am I eyeballing, right? So let's look at some Doge miners and how much they cost and what they do, right? God, I hate these pop-ups. So annoying. Trash. The Volk Miner D1 is an unproven miner, but it's coming in at a very interesting price point of about $9,400, right? So that's cheaper than the Bitmain Antminer L9. It's even cheaper than how much L7s are going for now, which, to be frank, is very wild to see there. We can look at the cost per hash and things like that, but personally, I think that you should be looking at efficiency, right? How much electricity does this burn for the hash rate? And then really like your budget. Because basically the bigger your budget, when it comes to this stuff, you're probably just going to be buying the more expensive unit. If I'm wild, I'm going to spend 9.5 on the D1, which we have one on the way to check it out and see what this quality is really like. But it's scary buying new miner manufacturers. So please understand that, you know, if you want to save several $100s, it may not work out very well. Do I have $1,000 and I'm looking at the Mini Doge 3 Plus with a built-in power supply? Do I have $4,600, maybe the DG Max or the EDG1M? So both of these units, there's about $1,000 difference between them. The DG Max has a much higher hash rate, right? It's coming in at 6.5 gigahash a second. However, it's consuming 3,400 watts to do that. You look at the EDG1M, 3.4 gigahash a second. It has a power consumption of 1,800 watts. If you doubled this power consumption, you would be at 6.8 gigahash a second. So the DG1 is essentially just this times 2. But think about it this way. Okay, well, if I bought 2 of these, I'd be in for $7,000. If I bought one of these, I'd be in for $4,600. If you're gonna buy the EDG1M from Gold Shell, you're better off just buying the DG Max. Really, unless you're looking at the low power mode and this is just the absolute top of your budget. And that's where this stuff gets so difficult. You also have to wonder, do we just want to buy the coin, right? So Margex, they're running all their crazy promos right now. You can get up to $10,000 bonuses with them. In particular, what makes Margex interesting to me is going to be derivatives trading, right? You can trade futures at 100x leverage. Pretty crazy. So I'll link them out if you never checked them out. You can't help but wonder, right? Should you just buy the coin or should you buy the miner? It's definitely a conversation worth having. When things were heating up, I was buying coin, right? And expanding my mining farm, but really focused also on buying coin, right? Grabbing dogecoin at 10, even up to 20 cents is pretty interesting to me, but buying it at 40 cents is a lot more scary. I did expand my holdings at 40 cents with the buy, but nothing crazy, just because I think that it's for me personally, it's like an obvious 2x plus from here if everything, you know, goes into a parabolic bull run, altcoin season, all that stuff. Buying Doge at 40 cents when it's up 168% in the last 30 days, that makes Dogecoin miners that have gone up 50%, 70% in price over the last month or two, not as scary. But we saw that Cadena's pumping, right? And how can we beat the price increases from miners like that? The best in class Cadena miner is the KA3. And for example, ASIC Marketplace doesn't have stock of it, but the last time they sold it, they had stock at $2,500, and that's before a coupon code, right? So we get into this thing for, I don't know, around $2,300, right? And then we divide it by, we're probably pulling like $7 a day after our electricity bill per miner right now, bringing us to a 328-day break even on that machine at current numbers. IBLink started producing their own Dogecoin miner, 3.2 gigahash at 3,000 watts. This miner in particular is basically a better, cheaper Gold Shell DG Max. So that's not surprising to see that from IBLink and comparing that with Gold Shell there. There's also the BM-S3 Siacoin miner, $2,800. And this is a miner that I think is kind of overlooked. It is mining about $14, $13.50 of Siacoin per day. Depending on your electricity cost, right? It's costing $6, $7, $8, maybe more or less, whatever. So like for me, I'm putting around $6 plus into my pocket with that machine. So I take 6, right, times 365. and it's going to take me more than a year to break even on this cryptocurrency. People like to talk crap about Siacoin. I've had my mixed feelings on it, but it's up, honestly, a surprising 70% over the last year, 54% of that over the last 30 days. $400 million market cap. We zoom out, it has traded at wildly higher prices historically. Do I think it's going to go back to those prices? No, because it's one of the very few cryptocurrencies that couldn't hit a new all-time high in the previous bull run. And honestly, it still had a long way to go in the previous bull run. But I think that it could go up. It's actually shown surprising life and resilience over the last year in particular. What's scary though, right, about like the BMS3 with that long of a break-even period is, what if a bigger manufacturer like Bitmain is sitting here with a better device that they're waiting for very green market, they're waiting for a huge pump on this to unveil, because that's how cutthroat and crazy the mining game is. Speaking of other Black Friday sales, did you know that we collaborated with the Meter Box for a limited edition of VoskCoin box set? I hate those beeps. Don't ever talk to me again, loser. With their Black Friday sale, you get their component kit free. I don't know if you need to specify 240 volt, or they call it 250 voltage, 30 amp or 20 amp, 125 voltage, or if you just simply get both, can't miss in your box. We need to get some clarity on that. I'll put that on screen. But that's a pretty cool, interesting promotion. I have these deployed around my farm, and they're a very nice solution. They're fun. My biggest gripe is that they have a max memory for the kilowatt hours. I'm starting to max my meters out where I really wanted to see, absolute total cumulative electricity on these. So that is actually super disappointing. For something like one miner, these are a great solution for long-term, data storage of your kilowatt hours. It's kind of nerdy gripe here, I guess. But like if you have 6 miners running off of one of these, it doesn't take all that long to fill it up. I reached out to Altair to see if they had any Black Friday sales, and he laughed and said every day is Black Friday here. So we've got a link and a code over there. In particular, one thing I absolutely love from Altair, one, their Bitcoin focus, which is cool, and I appreciate that they take a full stance on that. We look at these PDUs, and I'd love to see a 40 amp, 50 amp model. I think as an industry, we're going to have to go that way with how much more power all of these mining machines are starting to consume. But these are historically an incredible solution, and moving forward, still a very good solution, and by far the best mining PDU in the game. They also have like little mini Bitcoin miners and stuff like that that really stand out, like their BitX miners, which are a great way to mine Bitcoin as a hobby. Dollar for dollar, they're awful buys as opposed to just buying a full-size Bitcoin miner, but that's not feasible for everyone. So something like this is very interesting. I do appreciate that they continue to update these with better and better chips, right? 15 joules of terahash efficiency, that's fantastic. You're also only mining 1 terahash for $200. You can buy Bitcoin miners that do 100 terahash for a couple $100 right now. Not as good of efficiency, but yeah. I talk a lot about CKB mining on the channel because I have a lot of CKB miners. I'm personally a fan of the Nervous Network project, rooting for it. I was there GPU mining their testnet, right? It's been absolutely a long relationship, right, at this point. But I'll be honest, I'm pretty scared for my K7 miners because the K7 has been out for a long time. And you can buy these cheap, right? You want a brand new Antminer K7, you want the 63.5 terahash second version, $3,500 before coupon codes and stuff like that. And all this stuff is more expensive direct from manufacturers, especially Bitmain. That's why I haven't shown their site. I'm not just trying to like push an affiliate sale on you. Just for reference. Let's look at the numbers on this, right? We look at the K7. And this is a miner that cost me about $6 a day to run. And it mines about $12.55 of CKB. I directly mine CKB. I hodl the CKB. So I profit, right? My revenue is $12.55. My profit is $6.64 a day approximately per machine, right? So it's 664 times 365. I make $2,420 a year with these machines after accounting for the electricity bill. This is an old machine though, and that's the thing that really scares me. These came out at the end of 2022, and most of them were built and shipped in the beginning of 2023. I severely expanded my CKB mining hash power in the beginning of 2024. I have 15 full-size CKB miners deployed. 14 of those are K7s, and one is an IB-Link BM N3. So I have over 900 terahash of CKB mining power. The point here being is I don't know how Bitmain at this point, they're given their track record and all that stuff, that they don't have a better miner model in their back pocket. So I'm kind of scared, but maybe until someone challenges them with a comparable machine, they're just going to let it ride, which is cool for me. I don't want to upgrade. I want my stuff to remain top dog for this entire bull cycle and beyond, ideally. We recently reviewed a Canaan miner, Bitcoin miner from their new series. And of course, we talked about their $99 Bitcoin miner, which obviously costs more after you go through fees and shipping and stuff, power supply, all that. They also have some new products on the horizon, large scale and small scale. So I think that's cool as a way to bring competition and decentralization to the Bitcoin mining game. I'm still working on my commercial solar plan. So trying to become my own energy producer. I'm chasing the dream with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining. This is a quick roundup on everything that's going on here. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Vosk. This is Tails, the VoskCoin owner and cutest Doge in the world, if you ask me. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe. Stick around. Follow me on this crazy crypto journey. And please leave some comments. Connect with me down there. I really appreciate when you guys not only tune in, subscribe, and watch the stuff, but I read the comments. If you've got an idea, if you've got feedback, if you got anything within that realm to constructive criticism, I'm all for it. If you just have some nonsense to say, well then, see you later.